go. Oh my word, guys. This build. This build, guys. Okay, so wow. Happy Easter, by the way. That's when this is happening. Oh, wow, guys.
Welcome to the cursed build.
Welcome to the cursed build. The build where we're trying to figure out what the heck is going on and how streaming is actually happening here, guys. And I am now here in the studio building this cursed thing. Okay, okay. This PC case is not cursed. This build will not be cursed. The curse ends today.
Yeah.
This very day, we exorcise it. It's gone. It's gone. Out.
Exorcise
Out.
the demon.
Exorcise the demons. This house is clear. If you have been waiting this long for this build, guess what? We're gonna try to make it happen today. I'm not gonna say like it's happening, because who knows?
I mean, take a look at this thing.
It's
got a back fan.
Yeah. And it's got, I'm going to take this off here so that you can get in here and show this without the reflection, Brian. But it's got this nifty fan.
AIO coolers, right?
In the front. No, this is not.
For the, like, regular.
So this is the intake. So this is the front air intake for the case. So there are no front fans. This thing here acts as the fan. If I remember correctly, I believe the rating on this is the same as 340 millimeter fans.
That's crazy.
So if I remember correctly, that's what Tryx was rating it at. By the way, this is the Tryx Flova case. We're gonna put some cotton candy in here. You know what? We could actually put candy in this case. We have some candy in the studio that we can just, load it in here with the sour boys. Like, this is just gonna be a great build here. It's gonna be a little sour, little sweet. Throw in some sour sand there too.
Yeah.
PC's done, guys. Yeah. We're complete.
240 frames per second on Candy Crush.
yeah, this is a Candy Crush machine. So we're gonna build inside this thing. I wanna throw the parts list up on the screen here so we can talk through what is actually going on in here. So this is gonna be a heckin' awesome build. So for our processor, for our CPU, we're using the Ryzen 7 9800X3D. That is gonna, and by the way, like, we started planning this build before the 9850X3D was released. So just to give you a heads up, like, that's part of the reason why it's not a 9850X3D in here. So 9800X3D is gonna be our CPU for our motherboard. We're going BTF with this, Brian. We're doing ASUS TUF GAMING B50 BTF white motherboard. Gonna be, ooh, so nice in here. For our GPU, we're using the TUF Gaming RTX 5070 Ti OC 16GB BTF edition. It is crisp, it is clean, it is white as well. We're going to be using the Corsair MP700 Elite. That's a 2 terabyte drive that we are going to be using in this thing. We're going to be using 32 gigabytes of Patriot Viper Gaming RAM, 6200 mega transfers per second, 42 CAS latency on that as well. Like I said, the case is the Tryx Flova Pink. For our cooler, we're going to be using the Tryx Taurus 620. It's a white air cooler, pretty thing. First time using it for me. So this is going to be really exciting to be able to do that. First time building in the Flova as well. So that's also going to be super interesting. And for our power supply, we're going to be powered by the Corsair RM750E Gold white PSU, great white cables that are going along with that, super nice to manage. The estimated power draw for the system is around 544 watts. So you could go with a lower wattage power supply for this, but what we have in this build gives you enough headroom where you're not just like at that ceiling. So it's a really good ratio here. So if you're looking at something like this and wondering, okay, if I wanted to build this thing today, again, totally realize that PC DIY is like it's nuts right now out there. But if you were going to build this this PC today, it would cost around $3,000. We do have links up in the allegedly in the description that that would get you to those parts. We're going to go ahead and get the motherboard started here now. I thoroughly appreciate that that ASUS has done this, and I just want to show this off here real quick. So if you are doing a BTF build, you know, one of the things that we try to do when we build is to pull the motherboards out of the boxes, build them right on the desk. But when you have back connectors on here, you do not want to be setting those. You don't want the weight of the motherboard on those pins. I mean, for one, it's going to be uneven and wobbly. But like for another, like there is a real danger of, for some of those, like bending pins, and you really do not want to do that. So yeah, so I love that there's a foam base here that we can work with as we're doing that. If you do not know Deb Lee at all, she is an honor. I mean, she's a part of the Robeytech family. I would call her, like, she's not full-time part of the Robeytech team, but like I would go so far as to call, she's Robeytech family. Yeah. Andy the Lab, if you can follow her on socials. She does a lot of content. You probably see her with ASUS ROG and MSI. She does a lot all over the place, but she is working on this edit for us that we did, and of course she's a part of that from the time in Taiwan. And oh my word, it is a window into what it's like to work at Robeytech. It really is.
Yep.
On Monday's Intel Live Mod Workshop.
Come out and support, maybe.
So let's get this cooler out. Let's get the cooler. Huge. That's one big cooler. The place I needed it to go. All right, so we are aligned on there. About this fan, these fans, and I'm sitting here thinking, oh no, I have two fans and I have one CPU fan header. I wish that I had a splitter. Well, guess what? Tryx thought of that, and looky there,
Built in.
Oh, so great, don't you know? So nice, so nice. We're gonna go ahead and get into the case here, because there are a few things that we need to do to prepare the case for the motherboard to go in. I think I need to pull, yeah, because I'm gonna need to pull this out. All right, so we've got, that back fan routed out the back there, so that's good to go. All right, we're gonna get the back connect motherboard in. Oh God, this is where this is. Okay, I think we are. Ha! We are in. And of course, we're gonna take care of these things here. Don't you worry. Like this here, that's gonna get all cleaned up. Don't worry. But I don't necessarily love that going like all the way up and back there. So I think what I may do, because there is space,
try to route it in between the motherboard and the.
Correct. Is I'm gonna route it down here. We're gonna put the power supply in. And then we're going to work on doing the cable management. I think if I were here, like in the area by the studio, like that would probably happen more often. Like I get more hands-on with things. Yep. And I try to, like every time I travel out here, I try to get as much hands-on experience and as much in-person experience as I can with products. So then that way, when we're telling these stories, whether it's in videos or even on live streams sometimes. There will be times that Robey and I will kind of meet together and talk about like what are some compelling talking points for some of these different devices, and we'll do things that way. But all right, so we're gonna get our screwdriver and we're gonna remove these. Riscano, doesn't it? Doesn't it? It looks so clean. And so now I'm just gonna go ahead and center the PC case here. Sorry about that. Brian is just like, man, I'm so done with this plebeian.
I'm gonna switch cameras and slap you.
He's gonna switch cameras and slap me. You guys heard that here, folks. All right, so we're gonna, I know. Guys, this is it. This is it. You know what else is gonna fill my heart with joy? If this thing posts. Are we ready? Are we ready? Let's do it. I mean, I hear fans. I feel fans. I feel fantastic. Oh, we posted! We're posty! Let's go. Okay, all right. Let's enable Expo. I love that for us.
It's a ginormous screen.
It is a ginormous screen.
It's weird not having a cable coming out of the GPU.
I know, right? It looks so good though.
Yep.
Okay, so we're ramping up here, and it is it's getting kind of warm. This would probably be a case that would benefit from a fair bit more cooling. Yeah, so I mean it does not look like it's pulling it into the system.
Is it connected to the motherboard?
The fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is just very, very low. So it's entirely possible that's what's going on.
Okay.
So I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to go into the BIOS here real quick and just make sure that is turned up. All right, well, let's save that and we'll try that again and see what we get as far as temperatures go. See if that, so we haven't booted it back into, oh, we found it. It's called Turbo Gaming Mode.
Yeah, because this is what it's doing is it disables, but this processor doesn't have a second CPU.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes. So.
And so we do want to enable it because it also affects how it interacts with the cache.
Got it. Okay. So are we seeing it like pull into the? Yeah, we're seeing it blow out the back. Yeah. So okay, we've got some decent pull with that now. We didn't as much earlier. We're like 12 degrees lower than where we were. So yeah, not an insignificant amount. So yeah, there we go, guys. There we go. Friends, that's the Tryx Flova build. We've got...
we did it!
We did it! It happened!
The pink Flova.
The pink Flova build is finally done. We finally did it. It's over, guys. It's over. The curse is lifted. The curse is lifted. You don't have to ask anymore for this build. It's happened. It's done. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out here today. It has been good seeing all of you. I look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Bye, guys.